My name is Conrad, and I'm here to talk about virtual reality. Now, what is virtual reality? Well, virtual reality is a computer simulated environment that can recreate physical presence in places in the real world or in someone else's world. The technology of virtual reality can also recreate sensory experiences for the user. Virtual reality, it's kind of like dreaming, but you're fully aware of what you are doing and able to control your actions. So, when did virtual reality start becoming popular? Virtual reality's concept dates back to about 1860, when artists painted all the walls in a room one panoramic picture to recreate a scene which would make you feel as if you're in the middle of it. The first flight simulators were created and used for military purposes back in the 1920s and 30s. They had no way to project an outside view, but with the darkness in the cockpit, it helped the pilots train for nighttime flying for World War II. A flight simulator with an outside view was created in the 1950s when televisions and video cameras were hitting the market. In 1968, the first augmented reality head mount display was used, but was too heavy that they had to suspend it off the ceiling. In the 1980s, the term virtual reality became popular due to Jaron Lanier, who started a company and began marketing virtual reality goggles and gloves. Later in the 1990s, his company filed for bankruptcy. Also in the 1990s, virtual reality had finally became incorporated into gaming machines. So what about virtual reality now? Virtual reality has become pretty big today. It's used in the military to train soldiers to complete tasks and to do so without failure. It helps them increase their skills and decrease the time it takes to complete a mission. Virtual reality is also being used for therapeutic treatments. It's used in exposure therapy for phobia treatments and in some cases used for PTSD patients. They help the patients by exposing them to the subject in which they fear in hopes to desensitize them. This will cause them to reduce their major symptoms. Virtual reality is also used for rehabilitation for patients recovering from stroke or spinal cord injury, and also used to help grow social skills and movement abilities to brain damaged children. Therapists also are attempting to do long distance therapy with virtual reality and help their patients with their exercises. Now, in the gaming world, the Oculus Rift is a new high field of virtual reality headsets being sold today. Other companies are teaming up with Oculus to make an omnidirectional treadmill. This can simulate walking. The treadmills allow you to walk in place while moving in the game, but staying in the same location. They have a low friction surface when used with special shoes will allow you to walk or slide your feet on the surface. You are also strapped in a safety harness which holds your weight so you don't break the treadmill. Now, there are some dangers with virtual reality. One that is very common is staring at the screen too long. Your eyes become strained and you will start to get headaches, dry eyes, blurry vision, and you'll just feel uncomfortable. Your eyes aren't meant to stare at a screen for 24/7. The other danger is simulation sickness. Oculus is working on trying to solve that, but just like any other motion sickness, this can cause problems for some users. So, my thoughts on virtual reality today. Virtual reality, it's going to be a pretty cool idea if it gets big in the gaming community. It won't only allow the users to immerse into a world of games that they love and play, but it'll also allow them to play those games and to start getting a little bit more fit. The other thing is the games that they play in virtual reality could also help them increase their skill as well. Some games like Call of Duty or any other first-person shooters, those could like train people for the military, in a sense. Other games like Tetris that you can just walk around or anything with fighting, you would start learning like martial arts skills and you could be better prepared for the future for like if you went into martial arts. Well, that's it.